everyone, and welcome to today's session, which is all about sleep. Okay, so what's important about getting your Z's? Well, first of all, quality sleep. Many of us try to sleep as little as possible or feel like we should. There are so many things that seem more interesting or important than getting a few more hours of sleep. But just as exercise and nutrition are essential for optimal health and happiness, so is your sleep. So the quality of your sleep directly affects the quality of your waking life, including mental sharpness, productivity, emotional balance, creativity, physical vitality, and even your weight. So no other activity delivers so many benefits with so little effort. So 2, understanding sleep. It isn't exactly a time when your body and brain shut off. Now, while you rest, your brain stays busy, overseeing a wide variety of biological maintenance that keeps your body running in top condition, preparing you for the day ahead. Without enough hours of restorative sleep, you won't be able to work, learn, create, and communicate at a level even close to your true potential. Regularly skimping on service that sleep provides for your brain, and you're headed for a major mental and physical breakdown. So the good news is that you don't have to choose between health and productivity. As you start getting the sleep you need, your energy and efficiency will go up. In fact, you're likely to find that you actually get more done during the day than when you were skimping on the shut-eye. So let's explore the stages of a sleep cycle. So there are 2 main types of sleep. So there's non-REM, and that consists of 4 stages, each deeper than the last, and rapid eye movement. And this is when you do most of your active dreaming, as your eyes actually move back and forward during this stage, which is why it's called rapid eye movement. So non-REM sleep, which is stage 1, it's a transition into sleep. So this stage lasts about 5 minutes and your eyes move slowly under the eyelids, muscle activity slows down and you are easily awakened. So stage 2, which is light sleep. This is the first stage of a true sleep, lasting from, say, 10 to 25 minutes. Your eye movements stop, heart rate slows down, body temperature decreases. So stage 3, which is a deep sleep stage. You're difficult to awaken, and if you are awakened, you do not adjust immediately and often feel groggy and disorientated for several minutes. In this deeper stage of sleep, your brain waves are extremely slow. Blood flow is directed away from your brain and towards your muscles, restoring physical energy. REM sleep, which is a dream sleep, and that lasts around 70 to 90 minutes after falling asleep. You enter REM sleep, remember, which is rapid eye movement, and that's when dreaming occurs. Your eyes move rapidly, your breathing shallows, and your heart rate and blood pressure increase. Also during this stage, you experience low muscle tone, which basically just means that your body's quite slack and relaxed. Let's talk a little about the myths and the facts about sleep. So myth number 1 is getting just 1 hour less sleep per night won't affect your daytime functioning. While you may not be noticeably sleepy during the day, but losing even 1 hour of sleep can affect your ability to think and properly respond quickly. It also compromises your cardiovascular health, energy balance, and ability to fight infections. So myth number 2 is that your body adjusts quickly to different sleep schedules. Now, most people can reset their biological clock, but only by appropriately timed cues, and even then by 1 or 2 hours per day at best. So consequently, it can take more than a week to adjust after travelling across several time zones or even switching to the night shift. So myth number 3, extra sleep at night can cure you of problems with excessive daytime fatigue. The quantity of sleep you get is important, sure, but it's actually the quality of your sleep that you can really have to pay attention to. So some people sleep 8 or 9 hours a night but don't feel well rested when they wake up because the quality of their sleep is poor. So myth number 4 is you can make up for lost sleep during the week by sleeping more on the weekends. Now, although this sleeping pattern will help relieve part of a sleep debt, it will not completely make up for the lack of sleep. Also, sleeping later on the weekends can affect your sleep-wake cycles, so that it's much harder to go to sleep at the right time on Sunday nights to get up early for work on Monday mornings. So let's look at sleep needs and peak performance. There is a big difference between the amount of sleep you can get by on and the amount you need to function optimally. Just because you're able to operate on 7 hours of sleep doesn't mean you wouldn't feel a whole lot better and get more done if you spent an extra hour or two in bed. Now, the best way to figure out if you're meeting your sleep needs is to evaluate how you feel as you go about your day. Now, if you're getting enough hours, you'll feel energetic and alert all day long, from the moment you wake up until your regular bedtime. How about the consequences of disrupted sleep? Well, that's a good question. Now, while it might seem like losing sleep isn't such a big deal, sleep deprivation has a wide range of negative effects that go way beyond daytime drowsiness. A lack of sleep affects your judgment, coordination, and reaction times. So imagine what that does to your ability to safely drive a car, as an example. In fact, sleep deprivation can affect you just as much as being drunk. So the effects include fatigue, lethargy, and a lack of motivation, moodiness, irritability, reduced creativity and problem-solving skills, an inability to cope with stress, reduced immunity, frequent colds and infections, concentration and memory problems, weight gain, impaired motor skills and increased risk of accidents, difficulty making decisions, increased risk of diabetes, heart disease and other health problems. Wow, huh? So how many hours of sleep do you need? So according to the National Institute of Health, the average adult sleeps less than 7 hours per night. And in today's fast-paced society, 6 or 7 hours of sleep may sound pretty good, right? But in reality, it's a recipe for chronic sleep deprivation. Now remember, there is a big difference between the amount of sleep you can get by on and the amount you need to function optimally. Now, while sleep requirements vary slightly from person to person, most healthy adults need between 7.5 to 9 hours of sleep per night to function at their best. Children and teens, even more. And despite the notion that our sleep decreases with age, older people still need at least 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep. Now, since older adults often have trouble sleeping this long at night, daytime naps can help to fill in the gap. You've heard of the nana nap, right? So just to recap, average sleep by age, a newborn to 2 months old, 12 to 18 hours. 3 months to 1 year old, 14 to 15 hours. A 1 to 3 year old is 12 to 14 hours. A 3 to 5 year old, 11 to 13 hours. 5 to 12 years, 10 to 11 hours. 12 to 18 years, 8.5 to 10 hours a day. And adults 18 plus, 7.5 to 9 hours. So remember to get your Z's for optimal health, energy, vitality, and yes, weight loss. And I'll see you in the next session.